Assalamualaikum and hi. My name is Muhamad Afiq bin ANUAR. First of all, I would like to thank to my supervisor for his support to complete this thesis. TS Muhammad Zakaria bin Muhammad Nasir. So, the title of my bachelor degree thesis is The Development of Third Brake Light and Signal for Grabfood and Foodpabda Motorcylist. This is my presentation outline. For the first one, I will go through introduction, literature review, problem statement, objective and scope, methodology, results, conclusion, and recommendation. Introduction. For every 100,000 people in Asia, motorbikes account for more than half of all traffic deaths in Malaysia. In some Asian cities, the number of motorcycles per capita is much greater than the worldwide average. Motorcycle accidents are more common when there are more of them on the road. Compared to the automobile passengers, motorcycle riders are 37% greater likely to experience and 8 times more likely to be injured. Distractions are a contributing factor to motorcycle accidents in Malaysia. Untrained drivers, inexperienced drivers, and those driving under the influence of alcohol or drugs are all at fault for traffic accidents. More than 13 million motorbikes have been registered in Malaysia, accounting for 46% of all registered vehicles. To avoid economic losses as a result of traffic deaths and injuries, action must be taken right now. Problem statement. Majority of accidents occur when the driver cannot see the vehicle stops at night or in heavy rain. Most motorcycle fatalities occurs between 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. Objective: to design and develop brake light and signal hazard system for Grabfood and Foodpabda box to increase the visibility and to avoid unexpected events, especially during a bad weather condition. Scope: literature study on electrical, wireless, radio frequency and other systems, brake-by-wire, design and modeling in software, program design controller using Arduino, fabricate prototyping, and the last one, testing the prototype model. Literature review related to thesis 1. Worldwide, road traffic accidents are a big problem. Several variables are assumed to contribute to the high death toll on the road, including the driver's own action and the quality of the vehicle's design and construction. According to the statistic, the weather on the road is to blame for 34% of all deaths. Many climatic catastrophes have been proven to increase the likelihood of road accidents, including cold weather, fog, and temperature extremes. At least 10 different weather-related incidents have been documented, including torrential rain, fog, and flashing, flooding, or flooded roads. Related thesis 2. Factors analysis of motorcycle crashes in Malaysia. For the first one will be the human factors. Among terms of motorbikes per 1,000 people, Malaysia in the top 10 nation in the world. Motorcyclists believe that the most important part of motorcycles riding is the rider's focus on the road. According to the number of motorcycle fatalities in the United States increased between 1996 and 2006, and human error was the primary contributor. Speeding and a high level of alcohol in the blood contributed to the most motorcycle accidents. Factors number 2. Road traffic factors. The West Coast states of Malaysia have the highest motorcycle mortality per 100,000 people. The greatest death per 10,000 motorcyclists is found in the East Coast region. There are 61% more motorcycle death in rural regions than in cities. Motorcycle fatalities occur more often in the residential areas than in any other sort of region. Factors number 3. Environment factors. Some researchers believe that the word environment should be used to describe the weather condition that affects the road. Fine weather itself has little detrimental effect on driving since the majority of accidents happen at this time. Rural drivers may go faster because of the lower risk of an accident. Accidents are more likely to occur when it's raining, which is the most typical weather situation. The road safety program developed by Malaysia Ministry of Works focuses on 4 main techniques: accident prevention, accident reduction, road maintenance, and the construction of new roads are all examples of preventative measures that may be taken. High winds may cause a vehicle to detour from its route, roll over, or be blown over by harmful obstruction in the road such as fallen trees, walls, and panels being blown over. Moving on to the methodology. So this is my implementation hardware. For the first one is Arduino Nano V3, connection wire, relay, battery, NRF24L01 transceiver module, switch, breadboard, and the last one is top strip light. So this is the methodology of project flowchart. Moving on to the project design circuit. So this is the schematic diagram for transmitter and receiver. Fabricate prototyping. For the left side figure shown, there are 3 components. For the first one is Arduino Nano V3, brake and signal switches, and the NRF24L01 transmitter module, while at the right figure shows there are 4 components that are assembled, which is relay, NRF receiver, stop strip light, and Arduino Nano V3. So this is my result. Real experiment performed to demonstrate the visual and distance to the vehicle can clearly see the functional when brakes and signals are applied. A transmitter will be placed at the motorcycle and connect to the brake signal wire, and the transmitter will be attached to the Grabfood and Foodpabda box. As you can see in the figure, receiver is attached at box and LED blinking when the brake is applied, and the transmitter is attached to the motorcycle. So this is the result number 2. This experiment was tested during night. As a result, this third brake light and signal really helps other vehicle from the behind to see motorcycle user clearly. A LED blinking system also was developed to the third brake light and signal, which will help to increase the visibility and could attract the vision of the vehicle to notice if there is a motorcycle in front of them. This distance between motorcycle and camera was about 20 meters. As a result, by implementing an extra third brake light and signal, other vehicles can see the motorcycle's user clearly from 20 meters away. The limitation of this prototype is the size of stop strip light because it is too small, 15 cm for the length and 2.5 cm for the wide. So the range will be limited. The range is about 20 to 30 meters away. As you can see in this picture, third brake light and signal prototype is attached to the Foodpabda or Grabfood bag. and LED blinking system will active if the brake is applied. As you can see, with the help of the third brake light and signal prototype, the vehicle can see the motorcycle's rider clearly. So this is my survey. For my survey, I have collected 534 respondents. 62.7% of the respondents are male and the rest are females. Majority ages of the respondents are above 25 and 56.9% of the respondents are the Grabfood and Foodpabda riders, while over 67% of the respondents are prefer to use motorcycles rather than car as a daily transportation. And the last one is over 93% of the respondents needs a brake light and signal as a safety purpose to be implemented in the Foodpanda or Grabfood box. Comes to the conclusion. The objective of this thesis are to design and develop brake light and signal hazard system for Grabfood and Foodpanda box, and to increase the visibility and to avoid unexpected, especially during a bad weather condition. An Arduino system and LED blinking system are used to make motorbikes rider more visible to vehicles approaching from the rear. A transmitter and receiver are used as the wireless system in this project. It uses an Arduino system to generate the signal or brake light received from the motorbike transmitter and sends it to the receiver linked to the Grabfood and Foodpanda bag. A real prototype is success to develop as it's simple and working well under any weather. It is also a no buffering data transfer from the transmitter and receiver. So I shall close my presentation with the last slide, which is the recommendation. My first recommendation will be the third brake light and signal using wireless connection and Arduino is fundamental in improving the safety of motorcycle users. In features, this system may be improved by making a bigger or a larger size for the stop strip light to increase the visibility to other vehicles because the current stop strip light is quite small. The second recommendation is the design of stop strip light could not be easy to be stolen if it is attached. And my last recommendation will be design a much simpler circuit for wireless connection for transmitter and receiver. That's all from me. Thank you.